Good morning and welcome to Straight Talk Live on Echo FM 100.7. Whoa, it is another beautiful midweek edition of the People's Program coming to you live from Echo FM 100.7. My name is Barry Cosmos, the Radio Michelle, and of course, my microphone partner is here.
Okay, and mine is Judge Don Akoma.
All right, and today we are going to take a look at a very sensitive matter. Remember, on Sunday, Palm Sunday, there was a massacre in Plateau State, and a lot of people died. Some reports say 40, some 28, and the rest of them, so many. Those are human beings. Others were sustained a lot of injuries. Some were even carted away. But recent happenings have revealed allegations of collusion by Nigerian army and the terrorists. And this has reignited the call for citizens to protect themselves, to pick up arms and defend themselves, and don't wait for the military or the police. Others say that call is going to bring anarchy. Some say it is high time the people started doing what they need to do to protect themselves. Yeah. So this is a very serious matter. Collusion with a terrorist is a very serious allegation. But this time around, it is not just about people saying it. The people who were victims gave a vivid account of what really happened. Just as the terrorists were attacking the other side of their community, the youths from this community wanted to go and attack, but just about 10 minutes before they will assemble themselves and go, the army vehicles, 2 Hilux vans came with army, and they stopped them from going there, shooting sporadically in the air, and the youth leader even claimed that he almost got shot. They shot at the leg, but he dodged, and the bullet hit the ground. And that became very, very worrisome. This is not the first time people would allege that army is colluding with the terrorists. And this is becoming so worrisome. Yesterday, day before yesterday rather, I saw that video thanks to a very dark man. Credit to him. He went to that community. They did the same thing in Yelwada. And now, people who speak up or try to help those who have been displaced by this war are now targeted, because the young American, the Alex, who came to Yelwada, tried to build houses. First, the government said they have plans, and they brought bogus plans of trying to extort money. The guy said he can do all these things with so and so amount. Why are they calling all this amount of money? And up to today, he's rebuilding people's homes to go back to their community, and the likes of Gumi are shouting against him. What exactly are these people looking for? They cause fear and terror for people to leave their land, so they come there and settle. And now, with collusion of the army, alleged, of course, allegedly by these people who have been attacked in Plateau State, what is the fate of Nigerians? If the people who are meant to protect you are colluding, allegedly, with the terrorists, how on earth and who do we turn to? So this is a very, very serious matter. So if you are not surprised by this, I am. It's overwhelming, and it does not really add up that our military is dragged into things like this. Remember, T.Y. Danjuma some years ago said the same thing, that the military is colluding with the terrorists, that people should pick up arms and defend themselves. Sanusi, the former CBN governor and emir of Kano State, said the same thing. Okay. People should pick up arms and defend themselves. This call is now getting more and more serious. And on Sunday is Easter Sunday. Remember, every time there is a Christian celebration, there must be an attack for the past number of years now. So are we going to get another massacre, and then what we hear from the government, we condemn this in totality, and they will be brought to book, another one will happen. When will these people be brought to book? Now we're hearing the presidency say these people are facing soft targets. Now the question is, are those soft targets not Nigerians? Don't they deserve to be protected? If 10 minutes, according to the youth leader of that particular community in Plateau State, 10 minutes it took for the military to get there. And according to them, they were still shooting in the community, and the military stopped them from crossing over to go and defend or even pursue them into the bush. Until after they have finished and gone and everyone was quiet, these people then drove away. That is the allegation by the youth leader in Plateau State. Wow. So this is very, very serious and sensitive. What do we see?
Yeah.
What do we say about this, Don?
In all honesty, I want to use the opportunity to say Happy New Month to everyone. Thank God it's April. But most importantly, the horror in Jos is alarming. It's horrible. It's distasteful. In fact, if you watch the video on Twitter, especially the woman who was holding her son and was, wanting a response from him, you'll be wondering, who are these hooligans? Who are these non-entities? Who are these idiots that would actually go as far as perpetuating this evil? Now, it's not only very dark man that is actually, bringing out all of this. There's also a white foreigner that is also printing all of this out and wondering if there is a government, not talk of somebody in question who is claiming that he wants to actually take this country again in 2027. So my question now is, why don't we put a stop to this? What is preventing the government from putting a stop to this? This particular said community have a governor in that particular, entity. So what is he doing? If people are saying that the army or the forces are involved in this particular horror, what is happening in Nigeria? People have come out to say so many despicable things. It's high time we stop talking. It's high time we do the needful. If people are saying human beings should defend themselves, then it goes more than just defending themselves, because these individuals are going to defend themselves, are going to be up 24/7, trying to ensure that they look for a way to actually break down these individuals once and for all. Now, people are saying it's Christians. Even the force is coming out to lie that it's only the Christians, that they're just very few. You can imagine a whole human being, full-fledged force coming out to say they're just 20. What the hell? I mean, the Jamata Nasir Islam are of the opinion that it's not only the Christians that have been killed, that 4 Muslims died and 10 are missing. So it's not only the Muslim that they should cry foul. It's not only the Christians, that should cry foul that things are happening to them. But the Muslims are also saying that they too are also affected. But it is becoming something else. You need to see dead bodies lying on the ground, like as if, you're going to a market to actually, pick up something. This is very, very alarming. It needs to stop, and that stopping should start now.
All right. Well, after that beautiful intro to everybody, you know what we are dealing with. This is security matters. I will want everybody to proceed with caution. And, of course, be mindful of things you say, because we are a regulated media and we do not wish to incur the wrath of anybody, but we need to tell the truth the way it is. And, of course, some people need to hear exactly what's going on. Welcome aboard to the main event on radio. It is Straight Talk live on Echo FM. Before we proceed, I want to take this opportunity, before I even forget, to wish a very, very profound happy birthday to one of the best DJs we have in town, Hype Man DJ B. Happy New Year to you, from me to you, from Echo FM.
Happy birthday.
We say thank you for all you do. DJ B is one of those agents who usually bring us a lot of advertorials and all that. Thank you very much, everybody. Happy birthday to Hype Man DJ B. Of course, it's April Fool's Day. If you let them catch you, some people, they don't use them. Do for inside this our office today. Everybody, they don't catch them. Remember me, they try, not go walk.
You were just lucky.
Am I lucky?
Yes, you were just lucky.
I smart. I
just see the small ripple effect I just did. I see how it's escalating.
Sharp. I sharp.
It's not
you
sharp. You're just
me.
lucky.
I sharp. You
But
catch me.
today has not ended anyway.
Okay, you get plans, so you go do another one.
You never can tell.
No, because the way you see.
You never can tell.
Okay, no, we'll see now. Well, if you're not going to behave like a bucky way they laugh, they do April Fool, you go meet and go taxi and go run. You go police, say, I'm robber. All the people run, come up for police. He look there, he laugh, ha, 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 say, April Fool, they leave at me. You go do people. Come reach army for, do I wait for control. Tell them, say, Boko Haram, you know, army, they need to run. Army don't run, come stand back, say, wait there. He come laugh, say, April Fool, then they say, why you? Then flag out from control, reach, opens the barrack. When they ask the so it happen, they say, April Fool. No, go do army man, no, because they are slapped. Yeah. Go do army man, April Fool, that one concern you. So anyway, let's get going. We will go straight to our papers review this morning and look at what the papers are saying after this timer. Don't go nowhere. We will be right back from this short break.
You one way. I don't need the apology. I know you. I know you too well, which I know you more than you know yourself.
Inside, you don't know something you do.
This time around, who did on your own?
Jesus.
Biko, something who jam. Why a break? Could you by the way, and when I plan on a business and when him name again. In my Indonesia, I'm Naga. I told my also, he gets to Maga.
I'm way Naga. Clara, you're what happened at Tabayabacha. Mary Jiwa Bacha, Giti, wake and what I can name Joanna. Abata, see Clara. Clara, hold yourself. Hold your. One way.
You one way. You one way.
One way.
You one way. I don't need the apology. Bam, I'm no Tosiade. I know you. I know you too well, which I know you more than you know yourself.
Inside, you don't know something huge. You not plan.
You know who you call this time around. Who did on your own?
Jesus.
Biko, something who jam. Buy a break. Could you by the way, and when I plan on a business and when him name again. In my Indonesia, I'm Naga. I saw her make also. He gets to Maga.
I'm way Ben Naga. Clara, you're what happened at Tabayabacha. Mary Jiwa Bacha, Giti, wake and what I can name Joanna. Abata, see Clara. Clara, hold yourself.
Hold
yourself. Would you don't make it here? Cigarette.
Do you know that this is my village? I won't be second. Uche me wete kware sim kala nyetonom kala hapum
with steez you know agent steez say ge ngwa nyetom gina eti wawa ndị mmadụ ndị nne ewere anya otu
awokwasa uche ndị nne were anya wokwasa gị na ya mgbe ndaka mụ
ọ dị eka
Welcome to Umwakane community in Ohaji Egbema, a land of serenity and rich cultural heritage, where tradition is preserved and native delicacies are carefully prepared in time-honored ways. Surrounded by lush green landscapes and breathtaking And today, these peaceful havens transform into the stage for an extraordinary adventure, the Ojezorobodo Search Contests. As the Echo FM theme arrives, excitement with smiles and hearts eager to share their rich cultural history, the chief our heritage. Educate, offering deep insight into community
out. These are spirits that will tell the gods that we have come to give a message. It is a special OTT. You will hear it and record it. So after that, you know, as I watch Ruby, why the women have to do this is that if they consider men to be very strong, and when we want to wrestle, we must obure. What we call it is obure, quarreling with love, showing that those things none of them is going to be destroyed. So you see our elders, our mothers, they take it so that
Amike told him we have conquered
major agricultural produce to cultural practice.
Make PDP stand firm. Done. Do you see PDP coming back from this or not?
Hey,
What do you
God.
mean?
Politics. I thought you said this is a game now.
Why do you always bring this
But you
comment?
said it's a game.
I said it's a game. Of course.
Is
Is it not a
I
game?
just want you to accept. Since he
Am
said,
I going to
since
deny it's a
Buluburu
game?
said it's a game, let's sit and play the game.
Now they say this one. This one I prefer having waiting now. All right.
See him being conscious.
The
Hey.
People's Democratic Party, which has lost many of its members, comes as a distant second with 38 members. The African Democratic Congress has 15 members now. These are defections galore. And of course, the future of the ruling party in the Green Chamber, as its membership rose to about 280 out of the 360 members. So PDP has 38. And then ADC now has 15 members in the House of Rep. They control the Senate, they control
Everywhere.
the House. This bicameral kind of legislative function is not helping Nigeria. It just we need to just cancel one of them because all of them they do the same thing. I don't know what's the difference between our House of Rep and Senate. It doesn't make any sense to me.
all.
They're just wasting government's money doing oversight function. That's the only thing they go do there.
Okay, Timbo.
Making laws. You make laws, the Senate will go and overturn the law. That one, what exactly are they doing there anyway? Well, the Action People's Party, that's the APP, have two members now. One of them is Ugo Chinyere, of course. And these are all issues that are coming up leading to the 2027. Are you aware, Nanda? Nobody talks any other thing. All politicians, all they care about is 2027.
Yeah.
Nothing matters to them, from the presidency to
Down to the
the list of them. Nobody thinks any other thing than 2027. All right, let's get this one. Kwankwaso is in the news this time.
Kwankwaso's exit means NNPP is dead. Kwankwashia movement.
How true is that? There was this APC man who was being interviewed on, I think, one of our sister television station, and he said they have lost Kano. You think so? Even if the governor of Kano State is now in APC, They said they have lost Kanu. Have they?
It's the APC, yeah.
Yeah. But right now, Kwankwaso is now an ADC member. So they said they have lost it to the opposition. Well, let's see how that plays out. Styrofoam ban in Lagos. Oyo puts Ogun on edge. Amid the growing ban of styrofoam and single-use plastics in parts of Nigeria due to its severe environmental pollution. Well, in Nigeria here now, one of the biggest selling thing, this is one of the biggest. This thing doesn't rotten. It will stay there for donkey years. Yeah. It destroys the soil and mess up the waterways and all that.
Blockage, because it's blockage.
I mean, it's why was it allowed in the first place to be produced here in Nigeria? Other countries are rejecting even plastics.
Yeah.
The manufacturer and the company, plenty. All right, declare your assets. OT tells Abia public office holders. Can there be any other OT? If anybody wants to be in public office, declare your assets. More will know what you get and what you don't get. So if you steal, your money pass what you're supposed to get, then go hold you.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Abia State Governor Alex Oti has said that compliance with asset declaration should be a minimum standard for every public office holder in Nigeria. Tinubu, declare your assets if you want to run for presidency. Obi, declare your assets. Who again they run again? Amechi, declare your assets. Any PDP.
Lancelot should not hear you.
No, Lancelot in Abuja is not going to hear me. All right, U.S. deploys more assets as Iran declares readiness for invasion.
Good.
Iran, this is what killed my battery throughout last night. I was just watching the madness happening in Iran. Iran is still firing missiles. U.S. said they have destroyed their navy, they have destroyed their airborne system, everything. They have the sky, they have the sea, they have the land. And they're planning on sending troops.
Yeah.
Iran is telling U.S., you say we don't have missiles. Oh, yeah, come and open the Strait of Hormuz. Let's see. Now, European Union are backing down now and trying to support Donald Trump because Donald Trump said, you are on your own. We are not going to come and solve your energy crisis. And this energy crisis caused by that Strait of Hormuz is affecting Europe more than it's affecting America, even though it's also affecting America.
Yeah.
But the worst hit will be China because almost every energy from the Middle East passes through there to China. And this is the same Middle East. China is also in the Middle East. So I wonder what would happen to the world if Iran continuously hold that Strait of Hormuz very, very hostage as they are doing. We also see that America is trying to open up another waterway for oil to be going, cutting completely the Strait of Hormuz. So yeah, keep your Strait of Hormuz. But can that work? Because this is nature. It's not created. It's natural. That canal was created by nature.
Yeah, it's very narrow.
So how does this pan out? If Iran loses the Strait of Hormuz, what other leverage do they have? Because right now the world has to suffer for the war. This is so sad.
And they're not backing down.
Do you think they're just drowning dogs?
They're not backing down.
Who don't want to?
Spoken. He has tried to make peace talks.
And they're rejecting any peace talk?
Yes, even the peace talk he sent, the 15 peace talk he sent to Iran, and that of Iran's 5 peace talk, none is actually sitting well.
As of yesterday, there's a new demand by Iran from their supreme leader directly, though he only wrote that demand. No video, no post, and they still think that the man is still hospitalized up to today after that bomb attack that killed his father.
Yeah.
So Moshtaba is saying that the U.S. must pull away from the entire Middle East
Very good.
if they want the war to end.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they must allow them continue to create missiles also. That shouldn't even interfere
that's
in whatever it is they do.
That's a no-no. Anyway, to the World Cup, final round of European qualification happened yesterday, and my oh my, Italy is not going to the World Cup. Italy is not going to the World Cup. And Akache players did here, I know.
Thank God,
Arsenal players did here, I know. No Chelsea player did it. They need to go World Cup. Hoo-ha. Denmark is not going to the World Cup. Czech Republic pushed them out. I mean, this is so sad. Now, Nigeria is not going to the World Cup.
Why are you laughing? That is very, very...
No, Nigeria is not going to the World Cup. By the time they are playing politics with all these things, they forgot that World Cup now, they're supposed to go.
We are supposed to be patriotic at this point in time.
Pegging. Nah, leave that talk away. Let's move on now to the Vanguard newspaper. And the Vanguard newspaper court rules on El-Rufai's bill today. El-Rufai has been released, which I'm a bill again. Anyway, just killings. Tinubu Mufwang, NBA vow justice. How do you want to get justice for people you don't even know where they are, according to you? How do you vow justice for people who will go and kill again next week, Sunday? Because at the end of the day, we don't pray for it, but it is what has been happening. And you just know that one way or the other, they may attack. Who knows? So we're supposed to be proactive. The community is supposed to be proactive. But when you're celebrating your Easter, I mean, the resurrection of the Lord, and then somebody comes with a bullet to kill you. And as usual, we sympathize with them. We are going to get to the bottom of this. Everybody remain calm. We will get to the bottom. We will bring them to justice. We don't tire. I don't tire to hear that talk. I want to hear that, okay, the people that perpetrated this evil have all been captured. That is what Nigerians want to hear. Nobody needs to hear all this kind of cock and bull story you people keep telling everybody. Those of you in government, Governor Mufwang, I pity the governor. Now you join the APC. Hi, Bill. Where President Bola Tinubu and Governor Caleb Mufwang yesterday vowed justice for victims of the gunman attack on Agwam and Rukuba in just not local government area of Plateau State. The governor also declared that the state will not succumb to fear or intimidation. I applaud you for that. Don't ever succumb to fear and intimidation, because once you do that, boom, it's gone. So exactly what we don't want you to do, don't be scared. But, like I said earlier on, the call for the people to defend themselves, do you think we've gotten to that stage? That is the question. Should Nigerians defend themselves and leave the military to do the rest of the mopping up? We're condemning the attack. The president, in a statement by his special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Nanuga, yesterday assured Nigerians that those responsible would be brought to justice.
How many times
has it been brought to justice? What's the other one again? Abdullah Mutalab, has it been brought to justice? I mean, these are people, well-known people. Why are they not in prison or even dead? So these are issues. All the people that have been rehabilitated, of what benefit is it to the people? Forgiveness is divine. They say Nigerian government forgives them, but who forgives the dead ones? Who pays or compensates the dead ones? The people that these ones killed. Anyway, I urge security agencies to be more proactive in preventing these attacks by acting on early warning intelligence. All the remaining abductees from Kahil village must be rescued immediately. Yes, the next time we hear they have been rescued, but nobody has been brought to book. And where will that justice be at the end of the day? These are questions that Nigerians are asking. Well, I think on that note, let's open up our phone lines for you to be part of the conversation. Remember, you are live on Echo FM 100.7 right here in the city of Owerri. We are also live on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, and everywhere you can find us. So just go search for Echo FM 100.7, and you can watch us live here in the studio. Let's take our first caller. Good morning. Who's on my line?
Hello, good morning.
Hello. Hello, good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Barrett.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, the Don.
Catch you, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. My name is Katchison Ekuha.
Yeah.
I am calling from my community of in the West local government.
Yeah.
Let me thoroughly comment on the Plateau killing. First of all, my heart goes out to the families of the deceased. May the soul rest in peace.
Ami.
Now, to start with, you are talking about defend yourself. Must Nigeria, as a person, you must not wait for government to tell you to defend yourself. That is something we say that common sense is not common. Ordinarily, everybody should be security conscious. Ordinarily, security first. The little you can do, you do it before the one that security will not help you to do. So you mustn't be blindfolded and saying that government must protect you. The answer is no. Then, coming to the governor, I don't know if you saw the picture where he was addressing them. Did you see that picture?
Yeah.
He was inside an armored trunk. Now, what does that show? If a governor who came to sympathize with the people was addressing them inside an armored tank, it sends a whole lot of message that Agwan on Akreka. So if a governor can equally protect himself to that extent, no, a citizen should also know what to do. So, I'm coming also to the point of these are normal statements. They will be brought to book. They will be made to face the law. This and that. These are recurring messages they normally say every time. I want to urge them, both the president, the governors, and others, they should please be responsive to the plight of the common man.
All right.
They should show mercy. They should show leadership in all they do. Now, finally, Mr. Barry, I want to say that the next election is coming up by next year. Is another chance for the citizens to elect their rightful leaders. A leader who will stand with them. A leader who will lead from the front. Let us get our voters card and get ready. Vote to go to Yanaposhe. Vote to that council. That is my take. My name is Kachi Sinegwa from out.
All right.
Thank you, Katchison.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Cosmos.
Ama.
Hello?
Hello.
Ama, good morning and welcome. Can you hear me, Ama?
Wow.
Hello?
Ama, we can hear you. Go on. Yeah. Ama, please do call us back if you can't hear me. Just try and call back. Thank you. All right. I don't know what's wrong with that line, but definitely it's always not clear since yesterday. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Barry Cosmos.
Hello, good morning.
I'm done.
Good morning.
Morning. To God be the glory. Happy new month,
Yes,
first
so-
and foremost.
Thank you.
I wonder how it happened that my call goes through today. Hey, since I returned from my mother's burial for almost a month, and every morning I call, you never go, you never pick up. Thank
Yeah.
God for today.
When you can do us a prefer.
No, I'm telling you. No, I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth.
All right. Today, I don't want to fall victim of that thing this year at all.
No. Don't fall victim. I'm just telling you the reality.
All right. Carry on.
First and foremost, for what I have planning to say to you all this while, I'm Brochedra calling from Kinebowe.
Bro, Shedra. No, but
all this while.
you don't take.
That's what I'm telling you now.
You don't take. Carry go.
First and foremost, I want to congratulate you for having gotten your own radio wife.
Hey, wait.
So you know, it's a very nice thing. Uche has his own. The other young man that came in has his own. You have gotten your own. So if eventually I come over there, I may have my own. So that is it. Congratulations to you.
Now you tell me your plan. Okay.
Well, to fire on, what I have to say concerning our leaders in this country, we just have leaders that play jamboree every day. So they are playing jamboree. We are only in the hand of God to mercy for us, and God has been so merciful. But the situation is becoming too tough.
Yeah.
All right.
It's too tough. I always say it, and I'm saying it. The problem we are having in this country, just like you pointed yesterday, that pumping money into security is not the problem. It's a matter of the people who are involved to
to have the conscience of humanity and be determined to do the work. Because there are a lot of compromise in the security apparatus of the country. And that is the reason why we are passing through these challenges. But I pray God one day, as we will continue to pray, one day God in his mercy will definitely come down and prove himself in this country. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Happy Holy Week once more.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
very, very much. God bless you. All right. It's the Holy Week. It starts this Thursday. Good morning.
Hello,
Hello,
good morning,
good
Barry
morning.
Cosmas, my very good friend.
I greet you.
Good morning, Don.
Good morning.
My name is Chief Jude Ubaja. I usually come from Duchi, the State.
Hmm.
Let me use the words of William Shakespeare in his book Macbeth when he said, and I quote, "Life is like a walking shadow, a tale told by an idiot, full of wonders and mystery." To actually condole with the families of those that lost their dear ones in the ill-fated attack in one of the churches in Plateau State, and encourage them not to cry like people without hope in God, but like St. Paul, believe that their loved ones have run a faithful race, and they're waiting for God's eternal reward at the end of the day.
All
It is
right.
unfortunate. The killings in our country now, which to me has a political coloration. Otherwise, there's no reason why the thing should have increased to the extent it is. What after America declared Nigeria a country of particular concern with genocidal attack against Christians? It appears that some people are doing this in order to make sure that they portray the image of this government in bad light with a view of rubbishing her at the end of the day. As could be seen, we're in a situation where at least about 2 people were arrested recently over supplying arms and ammunition and then even military clothing to the Boko Haram insurgents, which is unfortunate. I want to encourage Mr. President to actually read the right out to all the heads of the security agencies in the country and warn them to fish out the sponsors and those who aid and abet security activities in the country before we can it. Because the Bible says that I will strike the shepherd and the sheep will run away, and no more, no less. That is my honest and candid piece of advice to Mr. President and the head of security agencies in Nigeria, including
Thank
the
you.
IGP.
Thank
That is
you.
the only way we can get it right. Otherwise, any other thing we are doing about insecurity without focusing on fishing out the sponsors and those who abet them will be a mirage at the end of the day. Thank you very much, and God bless
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You know, I hate political statesmen, sponsors of terrorists and all that. We've been hearing that word. Who in Nigeria has been brought forward as a sponsor of terrorists? Who?
None.
Kwankwaso was mentioned by America as a sponsor of terrorists. A couple of names were mentioned, but they are still roaming free, becoming the biggest leaders in Nigeria. We had this long talk of sponsors of terrorists, and not for once has Nigerian government come up to tell us this person is a sponsor of terrorists. They don't just come. Remember, they charge Emefiele with terrorism sponsorship. The CBN governor who just left government, and then they say he's a terrorist sponsor. Up to today, he's still languishing in prison without any form of conviction. This is pure vendetta. At the end of the day, nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
So, when we keep talking about portraying the government in bad light, what is that? People are dying. And we're talking about portraying government. Can you imagine that? Anyway, let's go on. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Barry.
I greet you,
I'm
sir.
down.
Good
Welcome.
morning.
My name is Ifred Dikatefu.
Okay.
What Ojo related is what is happening with Gumi and the federal government. Gumi said that he knows all of them and where they are, and the government is aware of them. What is happening? I think that it's an Igbo man that made that comment. By now, the man could have been in jail. What is happening? What are they doing with Gumi?
Whatever.
That is my question.
Whatever. All right, thank you very much. What are they doing with Gumi? Well, Gumi seems to be on every Igbo man's lips for the wrong reasons. And that man has been saying a whole lot of hurtful things to a lot of people. But then, if you look at what he's saying, he said, is it true or lies? The fact is, I said, the government knows where these people are. They know them by name. So if he's exposing that up to today, no government official has come. Yes, none of them has said, you said this, you said that.
Yeah.
If he was lying, he would have been brought to book. So he's not lying. That is what it simply means. Let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Barry Dawn.
Which one be by the done again?
Yes, combination.
Hey.
Actually, Kevin. I know, keep us.
This is Engineer Falco, and this morning I'm calling from Mama Osa Douglas.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year. Happy New Month to you all.
Yes, happy
Yeah.
new month.
Happy New Month.
Thank you.
I'm going
Barry.
to collect my see but I don't say April Fool you go do me. I know they come.
Don't worry, I'll bring it to your face.
All right. Very good.
See, Barry, you know that Nigerians will forget things easily.
Yeah?
Understand? In 2023, almost everybody we are climbing Labour Party or the Labour Party. And majority of us voted for Labour Party, including P2B and others. They used that umbrella to succeed, after which all of them defected to another political party. I keep telling Nigeria that a political party, PDP, APC, and ADC, they are political parties. They are just like an ID card. And political party cannot change individual. It's only individual that can change political party. And this is what our people are supposed to know. Whenever we vote, let's vote for candidates. We shouldn't vote for party. Because we had good people in APC. We had bad ones in APC. Likewise, that of ADC. Because it's still the same old politicians that are now defecting to APC, the ADC. Just imagine Malami. When federal government granted a bed to Nnamdi Kanu, was he not the person that said that Nnamdi is going nowhere? Look at, just imagine Rufai, even that of Kwankwaso, that American had declared one of the sponsors for terrorism in Nigeria. So I want to appeal to my brothers, my Igbo people, Nigerians as a whole. I'm even more concerned of that of president because I want to witness an Igbo presidency in Nigeria. Other ones, they are all the same. So our people should go get their PVC, get ready 2027. They should vote.
I hope all your family has PVC.
Exactly. This is what I preach every day. If you don't have PVC, you are not my friend.
Let's get it. Thank you so much. Anybody who wants Igbo presidency that does not have PVC, go and hug Po. I mean, talk up. So you can't be crying for something at the end of the day. You don't want to do anything. You just said they go dash you. Who go dash you? Eh? DJ Maf King, the Arsenal, when I go come out, come vote. Not be to the talk. I want Igbo president. They rig him. You no vote. On that day now, you go see the play ball for street. Because street go empty. Police go say no movement. That is the time they will come play ball. All of them go to show. In the evening, they'll come out go drink beer. Then they'll come announce result for night where they sleep. They wake up, they'll start shout. Wait, you vote? So if you're not voting, don't talk, don't complain. So, but if you vote, you have every right to come and shout. I'll give you the microphone. Shout as you like, because it's your right. All right, just before we go for a commercial break, Nelson Ebere from our Facebook says, good morning, beautiful people. Thank you, Nelson. Don Peter, he says, good morning, Mr. Barry, Cosmos, and Don. It has reached where everyone should protect themselves, especially those places. The killing is much. Military has failed. Let them take the law into their hands because we are in a lawless country. Happy New Month to Echo FM and their fans. Special Happy New Month to Mentor Chief Senior Citizen Mazi Uzoma. Thank you very much, Don. Let's have this one.
Barry and Don, good morning. Nigeria is a new day. Nigeria, a new day, a new story. Have a nice day.
Which story would you talk today again? Huh? Polling booth. Borrowing money. Okay, that made the story today. DJ Mav King, come and get away from here. All right, let's go for that short break. Mav King won't keep me here at this studio. All right, let's go. We'll go for a commercial break now. When we come back, the program continues. aimed at plugging fiscal gaps and financing key infrastructure projects. The latest borrowing request comes amid the federal government's continued reliance on a mix of domestic and external loans to finance budgets, deficits, and critical infrastructure. The President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, declared 3 senatorial seats vacant following the deaths of members of the 10th Senate. The vacancies affect Enugu North Senatorial District, Nasarawa North Senatorial District, and Rivers South-East Senatorial District. The development sets the stage for fresh electoral contest in the affected districts as political parties prepare to fill the vacant seats in the upper legislative chamber. The Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) stormed Abuja Electricity Distribution Company (AEDC) headquarters in a fiery protest against the mass sacking of nearly 900 workers, delivering a 48-hour ultimatum to management of face total shutdown. NLC President Comrade Joe Ajero issued a 48-hour deadline, stating that if nothing is done within that time, they cannot guarantee power supply. He stressed that the workers who keep the system running will stay at home, and if they are not at work, the system will naturally be affected. Residents of Ebonyi State, particularly those in Abakaliki, the state capital, are groaning under severe scarcity of drinking water, which has triggered fear of imminent waterborne diseases as they now make use of any water they can lay their hands on. The state government, however, stated that they are rehabilitating the Oforekpe and Ezilo water schemes to restore supply and urge residents to protect pipes from damage. President Bola Tinubu and Governor Caleb Mutfwang vowed justice for victims of the government's attack on Angwan Rukuba in Jos North local government area of Plateau State. The governor also declared that the state would not succumb to fear or intimidation following the deadly attack, confirming that the attack claimed 28 lives. Condemning the attack, the president, in a statement, assured Nigerians that those responsible would be brought to justice. And in sports, football fans took to the soaked streets of the capital, Kinshasa, and danced into the night in the rain after Democratic Republic of Congo reached the World Cup for the first time in 52 years. Defender Axel Tuanzebe, who plays in the Premier League for Burnley, was the hero with the only goal in a 1-0 win over Jamaica after extra time in the intercontinental playoff. The Central African nation will face Portugal, Colombia, and Uzbekistan in Group K at the finals in North America this year. And in the world of business, the Central Bank of Nigeria has directed banks and other financial institutions to submit detailed reports on their cybersecurity frameworks within 3 weeks in a move to strengthen oversight and safeguard the financial system against rising digital threats. The CBN stated that the tool is designed to obtain comprehensive information on the cybersecurity posture of regulated institutions, covering governance structure, risk management processes, technology controls, third-party risk, and incident response capabilities, and overall operational resilience. And on the foreign scene, Israel struck Iran's capital ahead of U.S. President Donald Trump's planned address to the American public on the month-long war he said could end within weeks. The conflict that began on February 28 with U.S.-Israeli attacks on Iran has mushroomed throughout the region, sending energy markets into a tailspin and threatening to torpedo the global economy. And that is all for the news update at 10 as edited by Benjamin Joseph. For more information and inquiries, visit our social media platforms. On Facebook, it's Echo FM. On X, it's at Echo FM Owerri. On Instagram and YouTube is Echo FM 100.7. You can listen to us anywhere in the world by clicking on www.echofm.net. And that is the news update at 10. Thank you for listening.
Echo FM.
Talk. If you're just joining us, welcome. You have not missed much. Let's get straight into the conversation. But before we do that, let's take these messages that came on the way during the newspaper review. Let's try get them out. Don, let's have this one.
Okay, good morning, Barry and Judge Don Ikoma. Happy new month of April. My name is Felix Nwuzuzu, texting from my humble community, Umahimbiri. The killings and bloodshed going on in the country on a daily basis is a sign that Tinubu has failed woefully. And yet a former head of state, Gowon, went to thank President Tinubu on his very good leadership while his people are being killed in Jos. Barry, our rubber stamp senators have approved another huge amount of money for Tinubu to squander. And I ask, where is the oil subsidy savings? We are still in a tunnel without end. No light, no food, no security, no fuel. Tinubu and his APC government is giving us more pains, more sorrow, more tears. Barry and Don, which way, Nigeria? Thanks.
Shh. If you say no light, no water, they will arrest you. Now, what's in the happen for Niger State? All right, thank you very much. Let's go. From High Chief Chukas, Barry, the bitter truth remains that Bat agreed with the late Buhari to continue on the Islamization agenda. Consequently, the Islamic Northern cabals, including the retired Army General Sultan of Sokoto, insist that Bat must run with Shetima, the Grand Commander of Boko Haram. Wow, that's you that said it, which gave rise to Muslim ticket. Don't forget that Bat said, I will continue from where Buhari stopped. Buhari through his cryptic Ruga, cattle colony, free visa on arrival, etc. spread these Islamic jihadists around the nation for jihad, and Bat accepted the offer simply because he was so desperate to become president. What an allegation. This is a very serious one. Hi, Chief Lucas. Thank you very much for sending in that one, but this is a very serious matter you are raising. Yeah. Well, Hi, Chief Chukas, do you have any proof to any of these you are alleged now? Prince Toche Nat Ukegbo texting from Ogbako said, excellent morning, Ndabari and Lady Dawn. Happy New Month to you guys. This present government and their habit of borrowing is getting out of hand. While Nigerians are not witnessing or enjoying anything from their so-called borrowing, I blame the House of Senate, the House of Senate, that always approved the loan without conscience. If you don't know about good leadership style and management, don't dream of being a leader, please. I had vex this morning. No vex, Tochi. No vex at all. I done. But I said this. Oh, Jesus, another newspaper. Oh, I don't. Gotta go.
Honorable Dr. Sir Prince Anukam texting from Owerri. We must come out and face the hard truth. The insecurity in the north is costing us our country. This is no longer just insecurity. It's a deliberate, calculated agenda by some to hold Nigeria to ransom. How can it be that those who know the bandits, who know the forest where they operate, refuse to act? The kidnapping, destruction of farms, and banditry are destroying national food security and unity. When regional leaders prefer to offer amnesty and pay ransom to criminals instead of facing them, they are enabling the destruction of the nation. If the northern leaders cannot or will not curb these bandits, we must ask, what is the purpose of this union? If we cannot live together in safety, then we should part ways as a country rather than allow this destruction to continue.
Jojo from Equator said double Barry and Dawnbreak. Happy new month of April Fool. Barrio, Nigerian leaders always chase black goats at night because their families are not in Nigeria. Away. In Senate proceedings, Neil never win. Only the I have it. That one, how Neil go win. Barry, Nigeria are not protecting or practicing democracy, rather democracy. I saw Chief Jude yesterday walking under the rain with APC umbrella. No motor agree to stop for him. Have a nice day. Which can't talk with this one now? So where you go say Chief Jude walking under APC umbrella? No PDP get umbrella. Anyway, Chief Jude, don't mind them. Architects are OPZ from Works Layout, the One Generalissimo International, Barry Cosmos, and Alpha Don George, or George Don, as they put it. Our politicians are overdoing in corruption, kleptomania, power, arrogance, and insecurity aiding and padding. Do we have armed forces and insecurity is brazenly soaring by the day? What is wrong with us to allow these wicked people to be manipulating us like rags, unlike other citizens in other countries? We don't have a government, and it's time we start defending ourselves. Once beaten, twice shy. But more beatings show the complex fools in us for not reacting. Our problem is those in power. They are aiding what is going on now. Thank you very much, Architect Sir OPZ Owomere. This one, it says, Don.
Good morning, Barry, the Radio Marshal, the Buruburu One. Good morning, beautiful Queen Ekoma and Prince Chidozie Owomere, writing from Owerri. About Tinubu's borrowing is very worrisome. Tinubu has succeeded in destroying this country. He borrows without thinking and without using the money judiciously. My brother, this is a very big disgrace to Nigeria as a country. But whoever is supporting this evil is worse than Tinubu himself. Anyway, I'm not surprised because I foresaw this. God Almighty can never forgive those that did this evil. Where a good man won an election and they rigged it and gave it to a wicked man who has come to punish Nigerians right from that day he entered. Barry, this is very unfortunate. These people hate Nigeria with passion. Chai, Nigeria, giant of Africa. My brother, I rest my case. I'm Prince Chidozie Owomere. God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much, Prince Chidozie.
Yeah.
Oh, God, there's plenty things you people are sending this morning. A very good morning to you, Mr. Barry, and my Judge Don Ekoma and Victor Henacho Ikenaya. Oh, my God, from Transegbu. God no go shame us in this, our nation, Nigeria. Our leaders has failed us. This is the kind of leaders we get when our lecturers are busy receiving bribes from their absentees and empty vessel students who don't attend lectures but aiming to rule this nation in the nearest future. What will they have to offer when they finally graduate and occupy a well-known position or office in this Nigeria, our country nation? Nigeria is heavily bleeding. Whoops. Well, I think you just hit a point, a very important point.
Yeah.
Most of these people, what do they do in school? Well, Dr. Mrs. Umma has 2 messages done.
Dr. Mrs. Umma Olebara from Owerri. All that is government is good. All that is government is good at is borrowing and keep borrowing for trivialities and frivolities. How can we keep borrowing for consumptions instead of productions and servicing rubber stamp lawmakers with jumbo allowances and provocative remunerations? This government has succeeded in mortgaging the future of our children and the succeeding ones through excessive borrowing with absolutely nothing to show for it. Look at Nigeria. Borrowing to service loans. It's certain that the managers of the economy are lost as to what to do, and we have lost confidence in them.
Well, she also sent this one, said, Dr. Mrs. Summers sent another one, says, let this government desist from playing politics with the lives of the people. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. Nobody is safe any longer. What do we do to a government that has shown itself unwilling and unable to protect lives and property of its citizens? If government cannot live up to its basic responsibilities of protecting us, we have the right to do it by ourselves, as we cannot just be watching these terrorists send us to untimely death. Life is too precious and sacred to be toyed with, and no sane human being will choose to make himself a defenseless victim. Thank you very much, Dr. Mrs. Olebra. That's reacting to our question. Is it time Nigeria start defending themselves? That is the question for today's conversation. Let's go straight into our conversation. We have a situation where people are being killed, and there is now an allegation of collusion from the Nigerian army, once known as the best ground foot soldiers in the world. How come we go to Liberia and end their wars with their guerrilla fighters? Remember what happened in Liberia? For those of us whose parents were there, we know what we see. The stories were horrible. You know, Nigerian soldiers up from the sea, they were shelling at them. They found their way, shelled back, and got to Liberia from Monrovia to Buchanan and the rest of them. That Liberia war was brought to an end because of Nigerian soldiers. The same thing happened in Sudan. And now in our own country, the same military cannot end this insecurity for nearly 15 years. Unbelievable. How come? That is the question. How on earth did we get to this point where every festive period these terrorists must strike?
Yeah.
Is it that our armed forces, the numerical strength is not enough to cover these volatile, highly porous areas? Now, sometimes I don't want to blame the army too much, because if you are in the north, you know that the north is not like the east here. The north is a very vast area covered with shrubs, not even forest. You get it? So people, if you travel from here to Onitsha, you never see one house. And that's what people don't understand. So within this big, vast bush, just imagine from here to Onitsha, or from here to Port Harcourt, it's bush. How do you expect people to leave, not to come from that place without you hearing them? But my problem is, these people know this is the period. Why are they not surveilling the air? The surveillance is completely that is, you don't even know what to say about it. Our drones should be flying all over every nook and cranny of these high flash areas, which is the entirety of the Middle Belt.
Yeah.
Borno area, they hit here, they pack their load, go another place, they hit here, they pack their load, go another. How can people be moving in mass with weapons, carrying guns, driving machines, making a ton of noise in the forest and in the bush? Nobody hears them. Do they disappear and appear? They come with armored tanks, they come with armored cars. At least there should be they should get into the radar. Somebody should see them at the radar to see that a moving personnel, unidentified personnel, is moving from this place to this place carrying weapons. These things can be seen with technology. That is where I get mad. I keep asking myself, how is this happening? And yet we have eyes in the air, eyes on ground, and eyes on that. We can't see them. Now you begin to see collusion theories coming up from the victims themselves. This is not the first, second, or third time. So what is going on with our military and these terrorists? Who gives them the intel? Why would you protect them? And every time, once these people come and attack, that is when the military will not come. You couldn't get to that place on time to protect them, but few minutes after, you get there and you prevent the people from going for reprisal attacks. And this has been going on, and this accusation keeps happening on and on and on. So it is becoming very, 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 very annoying to just sit down and watch. Hence, we are calling on the security operatives. What is going on? We will track these people, we'll bring them to justice. Nobody wants to hear that. Don't even tell us, go and bring them to justice, and then they will take you serious. But right now, you're losing the confidence the people have in you. Little wonder, the likes of T.Y. Danjuma said, protect yourself. Sanusi, protect yourself. And other prominent Nigerians who are saying, protect yourself. If every Nigerian carry gun, imagine, say, as a day here, I hold gun. Done, hold gun. If I look
not
down,
only gun, self, I have gun, I have machete.
Only
So they say protect yourself. You have gun, you have machete.
plastic
Just in
and
case.
petrol.
And a button.
All right. So if everybody carries weapon now, small, you decrease, you know well, but why they don't keep person? Anarchy everywhere. We don't want to degenerate into that level, but it's getting too bad.
Yeah.
Like Comrade Agba will always say, Buhari's government came and disarmed even hunters. Nobody has any gun. If I tell you that if a terrorist is coming to your village, no so una get gun, they're not going to there. They won't even try it. But the fact remains that how come these people keep doing this and going away? The next time you release the people, you give terrorists money, nobody they know. How did you release the people? How come a terrorist who took the risk of coming to a village and kidnap people, and they now release the people, no money exchange hand? Is it just to come and paint the government bad? Or make the people hate the government that insecurity is that? Politicians will toe that part. But I'm not buying that. This is complete. I will never buy that thing. Politicians can do and undo just to remain in power. But how can the incumbent, if somebody is working against your government, and then you sit down and do nothing and allow the person to keep running your government down, does it make any sense to you? You're accusing me, you're trying to bring me down, you're using this thing to bring me down, and I look at you and leave you to do that same thing. Does it make any sense? So help me make sense out of this one. Just help me make sense out of how can the government sit down and watch terrorists keep making them look bad in the eyes of the people. Everybody is crying, and there's nothing they can do about it. Are these people more sophisticated than the Nigerian army? I don't think so. Are they more trained? I don't think so. Do they have more weapons? I don't think so. Do they have more money? I don't think so. Who have the right to make sure there is not even a single gun penetrates into this country? The Nigerian government. The army has come out to say they need a fence to be built around the borders so that nobody can come in and go out. Now we have visa on arrival. The only country in the world where you first enter the country before you begin to seek for visa. I have never seen it anywhere, only in Nigeria, under Buhari's government. And now it's happening. And so many people of questionable character are here. In case you don't know, we are hearing the European Union voted to deport people who are not their own citizens back to their countries where they came from because of this. But our own, we open our border, wow, everybody enter. Somebody, they won't carry horse, enter Niger, come back. Carry canoe, cross, go this and come back. Even trek, go. Just go and come as you feel like. Now our brother. That is how our brother, the terrorists enter Nigeria. And now they are here. Allegations upon allegations said it was during politics they brought them to come and destabilize Goodluck Jonathan. Since that time, we never fit drink water, keep cup. How true that is, I don't know. But this is all there for everybody. So how do we get out of this? This is the biggest problem. Done.
Yes. Which way, Nigeria? Of course, this is preposterous, isn't it? It's really, really preposterous. Gone are the days when you hear a military man or military personnel coming into a place. Just hearing that they're actually coming, people are scattering, people are moving helter-skelter. They're looking for where to hide. They're looking for where to put their head just because they don't want to, have any problem with the military. But now, today, what do we have? We have individuals who can actually brush shoulders with them. We have individuals who can actually give them money to do something for them. We have individuals who can actually scold them, look them in the eye and tell them, go and do this. It doesn't matter their rank. It doesn't matter who they are. They're just being toiled around. You can imagine terrorists going into their camps to kill them, to remove their cars, to render them armless. And the question is, we have an army. We have a force. We have a president. We have a governor. We have executive. We have judiciary. What else? We have everything, yet we don't see anyone coming out to stand up for these people. We have been talking and talking and talking and talking, yet people are being killed on a daily basis. And the funny part of it is that these people come out with phones and they look us in the eye and tell us there is nothing you can do. The US military, the Americans, they have come out to say this, that what is happening in your country, why is it that this thing cannot be stopped? Even a warning was given from the US that if this continues, that they will actually split Nigerians. So what is happening? Why is it that we don't have help? Now you can imagine a whole officials telling us to defend ourselves. When we have umbrellas of individuals that can defend us, we are still being told to defend ourselves. Innocent lives are being killed. Children are being killed. Adults are being killed. And yet we ask, are we supposed to be appealing? Are we supposed to be asking that we should be protected, that lives should be protected, that the bloodshed is too much? We shouldn't be appealing. It is a law that this act should be stopped because it's very, very annoying. It's bad. How can people, you just stay in your house in the night about to sleep and somebody just, breaks in and just sprays you and then leaves without any iota of explanation? Please, the government needs to do something. If we're going to arm ourselves, it means everybody will become reckless. It means everybody will become chaotic. It means I cannot even trust the person that is beside me because I'm not sure that I'm actually safe. That means anywhere I go to or everywhere I'm actually going to enter, I should be armed. I should be unconscious. I should be uncomfortable because anything can actually happen. What is happening? Please, this needs to stop.
All right, it needs to stop, people. Let's get to hear from you. Despite all this, Nigeria is still waxing. We cannot succumb to intimidation. We just need to do the right thing. One day, monkey go market and never come back. Keep killing. Are you going to live forever? That's the question. The only difference between you that killed and you is that the person left this world early before you. But everybody will live. Yeah. So keep killing. And you think if you kill, your ears will increase, or what you go get? Nothing. How can they just born you? You came to this world. The only thing you decide to do is to become a terrorist. I don't understand. I don't get it. Why people just decide to be evil in nature? Well, the just demonstration came hours after 4 residents were killed just 15 miles away on June 11. That one was Old Just Massacre at the Bassa County. Now, it's not of just. Let's get to hear from you. Let's hear your comments, and then let's take these calls. Good morning.
Very Cosmo.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I greet you, the senior citizen.
And I keep getting the name wrong.
Don.
Hey, Koma.
Good morning.
Don, good morning. Dario. The weight of the pot is more than the weight of the water inside. Yes, the weight of the pot. You know, sometimes you vote people sentimentally. Buhari will get Nigeria right. And as you look back on Buhari, I hope some people will write some books on the Buhari, his promises, his accomplishments, and where he ended. So we'll remember his accomplishments. The next state, you will see when Buhari stood up, read the speech they had written for him. After that, he said, people must learn to live with your neighbors. Live with those who are slaughtering you, who have slaughtered you, and never repented for slaughtering you. And he was the head of state of Nigeria. Barry, what did you expect to happen? You had a statement by Ohanes Ndibo that since Buhari died, the number of what they call Wahala in Igbo land had reduced. Yeah. I don't know whether you read that statement on your station last week.
Yeah.
Yes. Ohanes said so, that after Buhari's death, all the most thing has stopped. So, what do you say about Buhari? I'm not, about the dead, say no evil. I think that was Shakespeare. Yeah. About the dead, we are not saying any evil. I say to ourselves that those in authority will begin to demonstrate that there is exceeding the authority given to them by the Constitution. How do you exercise that authority? First of all, to protect the people. I keep asking you on this program, where is the welfare of the people of Nigeria? I called my friend in Jos last night, or the night before. Yes, the night after that trouble. I said, she said, look, Mazi, this happened exactly by the roundabout by my house. I said, what? I said, they ran into the room.
Okay.
Barry, do you run into the room to save yourself? When people, you have no gun, you have no machete, and there are people there to slaughter. What do we need to address? Barry, what is the answer? One, the Nigerian army has not been proven to be incompetent. In other words, the Nigerian army is presumed to be competent. So why are they not effective? But in the budget, this budget that you are borrowing and so, where did you see military equipment? The time they need to tackle these people, how much of that is in the budget? Don't tell us it's security matter, it is hidden somewhere. It's not for all eyes to see. Okay. Let us see the effect of that. What is the level of commitment to security in Nigeria? We are spending how many billions now to service debt? How many billions are we spending? Trillions now. We are no longer spending billions. How many billions are we spending for the security of Nigerians? Not Nigeria, I'm talking of Nigerians. But in what way can you say that you are in power? We are in power. My party is in power. My kinsman is in power. My brother is in power. When every day, can you look back at your diary and tell me any week that they have not slaughtered? I mean slaughtered, like goats, like nama, like anything. Hundreds and hundreds of Nigerians. What is the response? You summon the governor to come and you talk. You come and say your press officers are men, but the men in your profession. They issue statements of regret, of condolences, of sorry. Is that the way to solve? Can we have an answer to this problem? That human beings are being slaughtered. Fathers and mothers, daughters and sons are being slaughtered. Widows and widowers are being slaughtered. That cannot be government. You know why I worry about the politicians? The politicians are always thinking about the next elections, not the next generation. That's not an original thought. I read it somewhere some years ago. Okay. The politicians are about the next. But I have said here before that the max give every man, governor or president, give him 5 years to do all the wonders he brought into the world to do for Nigeria. Okay. After that, look, from day one when this government came into power, they started standing on mandate, started plotting for the next election, re-election, second term. And that is all you have been hearing. But have you spent one day here without hearing about, have you run 3 sentences without 2027? That's why we must allow the people to perish, to be destroyed. That is so painful. I'm sorry I'm talking the way I'm talking. I have no other way. I wish I can say it in Igbo language. I would have better expressed myself. But I was learning English language as a boy. I've not arrived. I'm still trying to read up. But tell them, woman aladama. Bari obuma galari nama. Puka galari nama. Onye le cherishi madishi kya. Good morning, Barry. I'm senior citizen. Okay.
Thank
Good
you
morning.
very, very
I won't
much.
join in this lamentation. I will not join in this lamentation anymore. No more. Dawn has been reading the book of Lamentations, and she brought it to the studio. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so very much. Okay, before we take more calls, let's take our text messages from our WhatsApp. Mazi Odeniwu Ifeanyi Chukwu Iwu from Ikenegwu. Please, the dustbin in front of Ikenegwu Girls Secondary School is still there.
And fantastic dawn. Happy new month. Okay. Nigeria is besieged by elements from hell under the auspices of APC. Barrio, don't doubt me if I say the insurgencies are sponsored by this malfeasance government. That's why they borrow continuously. It is so unfortunate. The People's Elder sent in that one. This other one says, hello, Barry and Dawn. Good morning. Keep up the good jobs you are doing at Echo FM. Emeka from MCC. Let's keep talking to keep body and soul together. But at the end, nothing happens. This is because there was a country. Nigeria has never been one and will never, ever be one. The only answer is separation to about 3 or 4 different nations. Let's shout from now to the next century. We are deceiving ourselves. Thanks and God bless. All right, thank you. Well, you can't go down quiet. You need to talk. Don, this one says what?
Good morning, Barry Cosmos and Don George Ikoma. Happy new month of April. The President Ahmed Tinubu and Governor of Plateau State have no answer for the attack by Boko Haram bandits and terrorists. They have decided to be rhetoric rather than bring terrorism and banditry to perpetual end. The present administration, from their body movements and statements, have shown that they are working with the bandits and terrorists. They have at the same time proved that they are the toothless bulldog. This is unfortunate. Ngolka Anthony, Christchurch Road, Owerri.
Well, it's a shame Nigeria's president is celebrating 74 years old while he is 85 years old. May God help us. Good morning and happy new month. Shame to Nigerian judiciary, shame to Nigerian INEC, shame to Nigerian Senate. Eze sent in this one. Well, that is your own words here. The way you send it, so we go read them, except it is very derogatory. But the fact remains that why do people keep saying Tinubu is 85 years? Because I think in 1993, there was a publication on the newspaper when he celebrated 52 years at that time. So 52 years in 1993, then you add from 1993 to 2026, that's about 33 years. So when you add 33 to 52, that makes it 85. And that's where people are now calculating. That is 85 years. I just needed to explain that.
Now do the maths very well.
No, it's been trending on social media. That paper has been trending, and it's not funny. But then that is when he just came back from his self-imposed exile during the Nedeko days and all that. And that's what the paper was trying to bring. You know, what is written doesn't disappear. It stays.
Yes.
And people, Nigerian social media, where did they go get all this information? They will find them, we'll get them somehow.
Good.
Well, good morning, Barry Cosmos, the one on radio, and the Okenze on radio. And Mrs. Don Ekoma, Barry, I believe you love your children so much like every good father does. Of course, they're the center of my world. What else? I want to ask you a simple question, which I need your instant answer. Is this the kind of country you desire for your children? No. Hey, Jesus. How can I desire this kind of country for my children? They keep telling us that the unity of the country remains sacrosanct. But let me ask, is the unity more important than our lives? Harry Naji from our farmer market, Old Road Naked. I listened to the first Prime Minister of Singapore. What he said shocked me. I don't want to be a propagator of all this division and all that, but it's something. If you want, you can go take a listen to the Prime Minister of Singapore in his very first address when he said he knows why some countries are failing, and he specifically mentioned Nigeria. Talked about Nigeria. So go check that out. Go to YouTube and type that, what's his name? I can't remember his name, but it's the very first Prime Minister of Singapore. And listen to him speak, and he mentioned Nigeria. And if you listen to what he said, it's kind of very funny. And what he said is just playing out before my very eyes. I was like, oops, I don't know if these people, they see vision. But he said that's the reason why they don't grow. And the major reason is because the US or the UK, England, as a then the colonial masters, say whether you like it or not, this is our territory. You must live together. The people who have rejected themselves. The journey to one in Nigeria is so sad because everybody is an Igbo man first before you're Nigerian. You're either a Fulani man or a Hausa man first before you are a Nigerian. You're a Yoruba man first before you are a Nigerian. So if you put your ethnicity first before your country, do you have a country? Where does your loyalty lie? That is why you have a president who will appoint people all the way, almost everybody from his ethnicity. Every time I read news, director of this Yoruba, director of that Yoruba, this is completely opposite of what a country should be. Nepotism shouldn't be there. But because they are Yorubas, they want to benefit Yoruba because a Yoruba man is in power. When Fulani man was there, Jesus Christ, you need to see what happened. It was all Fulani. Maybe when an Igbo man enters there, nothing will change. Same old, everywhere will be flooded with Igbo men. And this is exactly what a lot of people are fighting. My person must be the president. It is not because he is the best, but because he is my person. This is completely wrong. So once you put people together who have rejected that unity and you force the unity on them, And this is what happens. But unfortunately, we are still one. Although till that happens, nobody should be seeing another country. There was a country, thank God, now was, you put that, nobody there is. You understand? So let's move on. It is so sad to be discussing issues like this. This one says, good morning, Barry and beautiful Queen Ekoma and Prince Chidozie Onwomere. The truth is that I am not surprised at all
in all of this.
What do you expect when Tinubu release terrorists and engage them in military? Barry, what do you expect? There is an agenda. He is doing this to please his masters that rigged election for him. In fact, we are trapped. May God save us in this country. I rest my case. Prince Chi Edozie Onwomere. All right, thank you very, very much, Edozie. Let's take one or two more calls before we call it a wrap on the show. Good morning. Who there?
Hello,
good morning, Barry.
Good morning.
I'm happy to have gotten you.
Welcome aboard. Happy New Month to you.
Because myself, man.
Okay.
I'm listening from people.
All right.
It's always really good to your line. Extend my greetings to your colleague.
I should hear you.
God bless.
All right.
Yes, of course. In fact, you see what is happening in the country. But I thank God you have pronounced it yourself. People are saying it. We're in the hand of God. Things are too terrible in this country. A country where the president is unreliable. Look at his age. He celebrated his 33 birth year in 1993. This time he's supposed to be 85 years. But he's telling us he's...
more than age alone now.
Okay, I'm coming. But that one, by the way.
All right.
Look at the killing in the country. Every time we have armed forces in thousands and millions, yet they are unable to cope this insecurity. People are dying like fowl in this country. But what do you say? How do you say? It is very annoying, very hypertensive. You see, the situation is becoming too chaotic that we cannot bear it any longer. And he's talking about 2027. Look at what is happening. And people are praising him. They stand on his mandate. That is, they want to eulogize evil in the country. It is too bad. Let's see what God will do. I look upon God as a deacon. God must surely answer us. He has neglected us and allowed these people to mess up his names. They are not godly. I'm telling you, there is something will happen in before 2027. And you will see it. It will be an earthquake.
I beg you. We don't need earthquake. Man, not take it easy with earthquake.
That there will be earthquake.
I understand. I understand. English mistress, leave me alone. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Wonderful.
Hello.
Yeah,
hello.
Olue Hime, Senior Comrade Linus Duru, Himezano Gwara, a Himemba no, Imo State, Nigeria. My man, Gossi, how are you?
I'm fine.
My sister, I greet you.
Yes, so you're welcome.
You don't tell where you disappear go.
Who?
Only I never see you for a while now.
You they look for me?
No, you call, but I never see you. You know now.
Man, you're wonderful.
All right,
I'll come.
Okay.
You see, borrowing is where I'm going to lay emphasis on.
Okay.
This borrowing is the only thing federal government can do to keep Nigeria one. Any day, any tribe started to think about seceding, who will pay this borrowing? Let me assume, let Biafra come. Now, will Biafra leave this borrowing to Nigeria to pay? Or will they settle the borrowing before they go?
Who borrow?
No, Nigeria borrow. Nigeria is Biafra not a signatory.
Okay, it is.
So, since they are signatory, and this borrowing is on individual basis, because everybody, you and me, even my sister over there, we are there to be among the collateral. So, before you think about seceding in this country, whether it be Yoruba or whether it be Igbo, make we pay this debt before I go.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's another serious conspiracy theory there. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
And I greet all in the house.
Good morning.
You're
to
welcome.
I'm David calling here from the Living Business. Harry, one of my teachers taught me, say, you don't need to marry a woman with sympathy.
Yes.
If you want to survive marriage. Now, Nigerian soldiers
Hello?
have continued to marry the terrorists with sympathy.
Yeah.
And that's why they cannot survive. Sorry. By the time they decide to marry the Muslim, they will survive. Very good day.
Thank you very, very much.
you.
All right, let's just see if we have some messages on our Facebook before we go. Don Ike says, Barry, Don, and good morning. Okay, it's a new day. I think that's another one. Let's fix some more. Let's take some of these Facebook. Chibike Obed Waneri says, good morning, Mr. Barry. The reason why the lives and land of the Middle Belt people are attacked is not because of how they look, but because the Middle Belt is the northern fortress for the name of Jesus. Tinubu has failed. May God help us. Oh, that's a serious talk. Ugo Best. My name is Ugo Best, writing from Orogwe. I am in pain right now. A man in Amakohia, opposite Amakohia Bank, collected the rent from 4 persons and still locked the shop. Hey, Jesus. Hey! Oh, God. My brother, sorry, Ndo. You people should make real, what is it called, inquiries before you go paying for rent. It is completely uncalled for. As God has liberty, Ndiabia, so God will liberty us. That's how he wrote it, from the hands of demonic and Santa forces of darkness, from the hands of borrowing government. Amen. All right, thank you very much. That is from Don Peters. This one says what, Don?
Okay, Mazi Odenibu from Ikenebu. Please, okay, we've taken this one.
Okay, we've taken this one on that. That's from Chika Henry. It says what?
Okay, good morning, Barry Cosmos, the Buruburu one on radio, and Okenzie on radio, and Mrs. Dawn. Barry, oh, no, you've taken this on WhatsApp.
Okay, on WhatsApp. Dominic Kelechi says, Barry Cosmos, I love your program. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Yeah. Silvanus Amadi, those calling for the arrest of the American missionary sympathizers are culprits of this insecurity saga. All right? Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I think those messages, some of you will send message on WhatsApp and send it on Facebook. Got the stress person to read here, read there. Anyway, it's our show for today.
Yeah.
But before we go, let's leave you with this. 2027 is around the corner. If you don't vote, this is going to be your lot for another 4 years. Yeah. So we can complain from now till after the election. And after the election, if you want to still complain, sit down in the house, say they don't really get the numbers. Everybody is in one party. INEC will do this, INEC will not do that. Police will do this, or the judges will do that. Why these people are doing this? What are you doing? Did they do their own? Yeah. You do your own. Happy birthday once again to Hype Man DJ B, the king of shutdown. Thank you all. God bless you for being here with us. Up next is the Slim Diva. Yesterday you carry mental health come. Anybody want to borrow money now? As soon as that time reach, I will get mental health. You know, see me again. I don't know you. I don't know you. You don't know me. I will go hospital, mental health. I don't know who the hell is your name. You go change me. Anytime I borrow SM money, forget it. If I can't work, I don't know you. Oh, they go to hospital, I get mental health. No, but you tell us yesterday. Anyway, today is another beautiful day for Health Revolution. Let's take a listen to the Slim Diva as Barry Cosmos is signing out, because Don is still here.
Echo FM.